Colombia against Finland, chat. Finland, I believe, is probably going to win. Let's get it.
To put this team together. And they looked great yesterday.
Is the voices good, chat? The voices in the head good? You guys can hear the game. You guys can hear us.
Get both teams coming out on Sigma-based competitions.
Lower your mic, raise max. How about Sukiyami? You just beat.
Immortality field for Colombia used early on.
Keeping on those back old charges here. Colombia going a little bit low. Perhaps the healing's been cut off to some degree. Cloud, though, going to be the first to fall. That's Cersei, the aforementioned.
Wait.
With the first kill in the fight.
Wait, there's no way.
Some space behind this kinetic grasp. Sauna forced to try going to that assault configuration, but Cersei is relentless.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see out of the games of Colombia. No respect.
No, you
in the mirror, right? Where typically doing these mirror matchups, you would say like, hey, they do the team with the.
As we are back into the game, Colombia off the back of that first fight.
Mexico.
Great aggression in the front line here, but Super Gomez, fantastic cooldown rotation, and Cloud is going to get caught out again. How do you find a pick like that? It looks like it wasn't even an accretion because Super Gomez deploys that later.
Yeah, and I wonder, we don't actually kind of see like the assist.
No, I actually can't believe that I voted for Finland and this is how it's going. So it's fine. It's the beginning of the game. It's the beginning of the game.
It's oh wow, that was a really good nail.
Somehow Sauna's able to play from the outside of it and gets the kill on Cersei, but it's a trade. Super Gomez avoids getting knocked into the pit.
Yes, Dunk, yes it is.
Environmental kill there. He won't find it. Colombia now can bide their time. Jonna has a cannon barrage available here. Sauna needs to be aware of Mixby playing this off angle and just constantly poking.
Wait,
hello?
Masas! There's no way. Someone went into the pit.
It looked like he just walked in.
Just knock him in to the pit, but
dude, good Lucio players are so annoying to play against. Like, look at this guy. He's just doing tricks. He's just doing tricks.
Looks like Cersei to the well too. This will be a flip for Finland. So Colombia.
It's like Wally when he gets used. He's doing tricks.
Yeah, again, great opening for them.
And I don't even think Wally's here.
A couple of early picks on Cloud. The mate sort of falls quite early in a couple of the fights, which means that wall's not available. The stall potential.
Oh wait, he is here. Wally.
He's thinking about you, Wally, when you aren't even really like hearing him.
Look at this. They're spawn camping now. Finland, they had a rough start, but now, see, I'm telling you, Finland, that's my pick.
I was going to say the follow-up is always going to be there, right? When you're using the artillery strike coming down on top of that gravitic flux, it's like the biggest kind of wombo combo we got in the game right now. Is this could be a huge fight, sound barrier for both sides.
Another gravitic flux here for Super Gomez, but it's speculative.
Oh no!
Not the brute.
That sucks.
Super Gomez needs to try and find a way to peel Finland off the point here. Cloud gonna play pretty safely.
Oh, he's gonna use mail, definitely.
Honestly, mitigate some of this incoming damage.
I don't even know if they need.
He may want to push in towards the Sigma's position.
Really? That's actually really good. They have mail for the last fight then. I think it's gonna be the last fight. They got 2 picks, no? Oh, they only got 1.
Yeah, both teams end up not using their barrier.
I mean, Finland wins. Look at the ults.
Matrix used by Hug up on the high ground, but actually
Finland Colombia's coming up on their ults now.
The Super Gomez going for a little bit of a hero play with that gravitic flux coming up with nothing. That may be one you want back.
Pretty good.
Guy was playing GeoGuessr from that height. Wasn't doing much else. Cersei picked off here. Mixi's able to find that elimination. Of course,
where he's playing right now scares me. Because like Lucio can come out of nowhere and boop him. Nice. Vestola is a really good tank player.
Yeah.
Just to make sure the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and the round is secured.
Nice.
Once Colombia
the J3 prediction's gonna be right. I love it.
Back to the spawn there by Finland. Is Finland just in complete control from there on out? Maybe a little bit of a wake-up call there for Finland early on, right? Maybe they kind of thought this would be a little bit easier as soon as Colombia really starts to like push the pace, play well early on.
Finland just really looks like a team of 5 J3s. How?
Let's have a look at some of these environmentals here from Massa. Again,
this was a good boot. Look at that.
Look how close Super Gomez is to the pit. Massa doesn't even have to get down behind him. That's brutal. A massive health pool and all that damage mitigation down the gurgler.
Massa just a legend of the Lucio game, right? No, up there with some of the best that we've seen over the years. Love to see him make plays like that. Is Finland will actually have Sauna here pick up the Sojourn, so no.
I just
Bastion. You can
realized
control
actually
the
how
high ground
bad
a
I
little
am
bit
at this
better here
game.
with the Sojourn, right? Play
Don't
a little
say
bit
that
of
about
distance.
yourself.
Sauna. See someone we would have liked to have seen a little bit more from earlier.
I love how aggressive Finland's playing. That was a quick team fight.
By the railgun, and Finland this time have their sea legs about them. Rough start to this round for Colombia.
And you see when Colombia starts to move on in, right? They have their players on that low ground. You can't really even like shoot up.
Yeah,
there
don't say
towards
that. Only
Sauna
Jay
up on
gets
the
to
high
say that
ground.
we're bad.
It's
True.
very difficult to even access him. So a little bit of high ground control here for Finland. A small change, but a big one here specifically on this point.
Glad to play the low ground. He gets actually a bit of info from those couple of ticks of the Imothermic Blaster. He's able to back away, but very quickly the fight's going to be taken to the May here. Cloud, of course, does have that
Nice wall. Nice wall. Super Gamma.
Now the pressure's on. The kinetic grass is going to stop the
Nice
slowing
heat,
effect of
nice.
the Imothermic Blaster.
Nice peel for
Already that
Super Gamma's
immortality field is down. Cloud serves himself up. Now Ice Blockers for Stola wants to join the point. Here's the immortality field quickly going to be removed, but not before Sauna deals with Drummer, and Hug goes careening over the edge.
Finland is looking like a strong team, man.
Oh, it is.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Right now, they're going to actually go over to Tracer here. So you're going to keep everything else the same, but just with the Tracer in the mix. So this will be a little bit of an interesting look. There's like not a ton of synergy between like Tracer, Sigma, Baptiste.
Yeah, I don't know about the
Tracer's
Tracer's pick, especially against a May that could just one-tap you, and a Sojourn that can just rail you.
Blizzard and combined with the gravitic flux. That seems like a little bit of overkill.
Oh my goodness! The Stola, bro. Dude, Finland is looking strong.
Trap everybody, fly up to the high ground, get a huge flux.
Remember, is it Brazil?
To be fair, there is no like huge wall combo, right? So like it is a great opportunity to potentially use flux, finish off that fight, and now let it linger out. Is Colombia,
you got better. It was just like your first game. It was very funny.
Sauna with the overclock here from a position that can't be assailed at all by Colombia. They can't get
Sauna, bro. Oh, they're trying to close this. They're trying to close it out. It doesn't matter if they flip. Oh my.
I looked down for like 30 seconds, it felt like.
Well, 30 seconds is a long time.
Not a long time.
30 seconds is 30% on the point. That's a lot of percentage.
And I mean, that is such a
Sure.
nasty
Like,
shot
look,
by
Colombia only got
Overwatch.
9.
Obviously, if
In
anybody's
Overwatch, but not in the grand scheme.
shot on the Hug. Like,
Can you
landing
imagine
those shots
being
pretty
like
much looking straight down, extremely
someone like
difficult to do. Yeah, I think Sauna potentially just to like get a shot out of the spawn here. Maybe see kind of you could pick somebody off over the
whoever
building
likes
or something.
Circuit Royale
Then
eats
I'd
corn the
imagine
long
some
way.
type of
Circuit Royale is such a
change,
good
'cause
map.
The Widow's not great into
Yeah.
the shield plus the Bastion, the May. Maybe seeing if there's a Widow on the other side of their own, and now a swap.
Sauna checks the angle just in case they get something also weird, something more airborne. Massa, hello.
Yeah, I wish you could pick different times. Like,
for Colombia. We'll buy them some time at least to settle into this setup a little bit more. It's unclear though whether that kill will yield further opportunities to make a player advantage happen.
I was just speeding it.
That's gonna get you if you're going for the
It's my
kinetic
stress
grab.
ball.
Stola with some fast fundamentals, punishing Super
Nice
Gomez
tracking.
in the tank mirror, and all of a sudden Finland explode.
Colombia has the right idea with how the pace and what they're supposed to do. It's
I'm
just,
here for Guy 3. Can you guys stop calling me Guy 3? I remember there was a period of time where you guys called me Mr. 3.
Never seems like there's a player really caught out or in opposition for Finland. I mean, always making the right play, it seems.
Super Gomez, man, bro got rocked while he was given the waggle hands. That is a big no-no. And a big,
you never want to get rocked while giving the waggle hands.
That's right. And tough to come back from that one though. Here's an accretion, shielded out for the most part. Stola immediately goes for the kinetic grasp, knowing he's safe from being interrupted. The immortality field's being picked up here, but Mixby somehow getting caught. Super Gomez in trouble here. Kinetic grasp with only a little bit of HP left, and that
Finland came here to fucking play,
they need
bro.
to stop giving Vistola like 900 HP. Right there, he was able to just use the kinetic grasp.
Yes,
AKA
Shortcake
the waggle
3.
hands, and just,
Yeah, I mean, I do have a lot of
he
cake.
becomes like a Primal Rage Winston in terms of health, almost, where now they have this sick combo, Finland, right? They're going to play a little bit closer up. The stolen Sauna, because you're here on land, right? Can kind of use a little bit of screen watching here to set up a huge combo.
Here it is, Blizzard, Vistola, just to skirt around the edges of
Nice
it.
wall from his own
The
man.
sound barrier keeps Finland fighting. The accretion was good, but the kinetic.
Ooh. Ooh, that's actually a great combo. I never thought that would actually be a great combo, but you are slowed when you get when you land, chat. And that is actually a really great combo.
Filthy. Like, now we've had some crazy, obviously, you know, wombo combos over the years in Overwatch, right? This one may be just the most devastating because even with the immortality field, that first artillery
5
seems
minutes.
to take it out, and then
5.5 minutes.
Just sit there and just wait to die. And even when the May, you know, blocks the gravitic flux coming out of it, there's still like 3 artilleries that are gonna drop right on top of her head. Where Finland's setting a really impressive time here.
Over 5 minutes to play with, a very good sign for the attacking team. Ollie, okay.
Oh my god, he didn't even look to see if there's anyone there. He just ulted.
I mean,
oh, they're committing. Oh no, they got a few picks.
This is a good chance for Colombia to push back.
Yeah, the beat
I like how
keeps
he's like
everybody,
tilted and
alive
playing.
here. You know, that bastion, that off angle would have been, you know, really difficult to deal with. Is the beat keeps them up, but do they have enough damage? It looks like they have to back out. It looks like there's just not enough there to be able to hold at that first corner.
That's so punishing. That makes me spending a sound barrier. I mean, they lose the
My
fight after, they actually don't lose any
the
players, but
person
like
on
you pointed out, they
Luminosity,
realize they can't stay and fight.
he's sometimes in chat, Delzak. He
That's
took
a tough
all my
pill to swallow, I think,
predictions
for
and
Colombia. You
reversed
really
them
wanna
because of the
leverage
curse.
that Lucio ultimate into at least
Exactly.
some time by that, let a fight win.
except some
We're
of
going to have
them
to let the one go
are
back
just,
now,
you
as
know
there's an
which way
F8
they're
to
gonna
play with
go.
from this high ground. Finland have to be tracking this to some degree. And yeah, the ice wall comes up, but it's a little bit too early, and Drummer's able to go through it pretty easily. Vistola can't hit the accretion on the bastion, and that damage is going to start to really take hold.
Okay.
Immortality kill from Ollie. Wall place in the Blizzard here is avoided for the most part by Colombia. Here they come. Blizzard now comes from Cersei. Cloud going to be caught up in that one, and Cersei wants a little bit more.
Nice wall. That is a big wall.
Oh, but
okay.
No, they win this fight. They win this
That was a good. It was like a bait.
But after the fact, Finland able to push back a little bit more, Master.
Oh yeah.
He wants the sound barrier to work with. He's happy to save it for now. As Finland decide, enough's enough.
I was shocked.
That is
they ended up
crazy.
using
I thought that was
flux
definitely
there.
going to be.
That's what I was most surprised
The
about
cap.
because no, it seemed like Finland had got what they want. Masa doesn't end up using the sound barrier. Vasola, it seemed like he thought him and Sauna could really clutch up there and make a play, and they almost did. But you would love, I mean, the flux plus this artillery would pretty much seal the deal at this point.
Once again, Colombia assume this little position on the high ground. Maywall on the low ground here. This could be dangerous for Hug. He needs to have some serious output right now. Sound barrier for Mixby is required, and it gets popped straight away. Hug's immortality field did its work. Sauna denied any kills from that Bastion ultimate now, and Cloud's in a compromising spot. Drummer able to get some free damage here. Sauna has no protective
I mean, you just gotta send
back
someone
there.
high ground.
And
You
once
send the,
again,
the
Colombia able
defense
to
team is
stand
just
strong
shooting you from the
against
high ground right
relentless
there.
finish onslaught.
Yeah, and now they're in a good spot, right? I mean, that was the sound barrier, that was artillery there. So you come back, you have your own big wombo combo here for Colombia. You're in a pretty good spot to potentially get a hold here, preventing Finland from completing the map.
2 minutes, 30 seconds. No more Bastion shenanigans from Finland. Once again, Sauna going over towards the Sojourn here. And Finland want to take the fight to Colombia here. Only with 4 players, and ooh, there's the Flux Cloud. Ice block, yeah, he drops down there, but oh, Ollie, he actually DIs forward while he's using those exo boots and gets caught straight up by one of those mortar strikes. And again,
5.5 minutes down to 2 minutes.
Much better. A map they chose, a map they're comfortable on, and now we're starting to see why.
Didn't they do this last time against some
Cloud
team?
ends up holding on to that ice block
Yeah,
till the very
so.
last second. He actually lives through that huge
Yeah,
combo,
where they
but,
like
yeah, Ollie just
rolled
takes
some
a
team on this
little
map.
bit step forward there and ends up getting clipped by an artillery where. And now Colombia, if you want, like there's a few different ways you can play this, right? You can kind of like stay up here, poke, see if you can maybe find something. You can catch them off guard. If Finland goes to play cart, you can, you know, speed and blizzard onto them. So a few different options here for Colombia on how they want to play this.
Ooh, too early.
Finland trying a similar approach here.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Mixby! Oh my god! Oh, you know he's feeling good. You know he's feeling good.
A couple players standing as the smoke clears.
Like if you knock,
Mixby is becoming one of the players that I like really enjoy watching.
Go for some clips.
I'm
I
surprised you
like
don't
that from
recognize
Mixy
him
right
from
there.
right there in
Over
our,
the side, able to find a few kills.
I have that
Some,
memory.
knocks off the side of the map is
I
a
play
nice
it
blizzard
with
there
them
from
against them
Cersei.
a
Gets
lot.
a few players on that corner.
Well,
so
yeah, well,
this will
that's
be
like the.
toughest fight.
I'm not GM5.
Finland still has
Oh,
not recovered
sure,
from that
sorry,
previous
GM4.
fight where they ended up
GM4.
like kind of throwing the flux in and whatnot. They still have not recovered some of these ultimates. I mean, that was a huge fight.
They've given up, playing for the high ground here. Drummer will be lifted up, but Vistola just gets absolutely pummeled from this.
Is it mix 6 or is it
Finland
mix
realize
B?
they can't just walk up there and take the fight directly, so they try and
trying
drag
off with the
Colombia
casters.
down.
I think the casters will probably know because they rehearsed. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Sauna.
Wow.
Will consume
The cast
Colombia.
up on a mix C.
No chance
Yeah, I'm
for
pretty sure it's
Hudson. He
mixed
can only
feed.
look on to drop
Mixed
down.
feed?
Finland finally
kinda?
come
Mixed
up
feed?
with the goods.
Sure.
And only with 23 seconds left in the round. And if I was Mixed V, I'd be
That
feeling
was
good
a
about
Mixed V.
myself
Mixed
too.
V, yeah, okay,
Great
okay.
little three-piece there with those environmental
Yeah.
kills, punishing
They got us on a
Finland
0.
for going for the direct approach.
And it was a nice blizzard at the end, but then Masa actually, I believe, booped
Yeah,
Drummer
zero.
right
No,
into the
22
blizzard, into the line of sight of Sana, who had the overclock, and he was just popping off on the Sojourn as another Sojourn switch here for Finland ends up paying off. But
Well,
pretty
Menti,
good
you could
defense
just
from
send that
Colombia,
one to
right?
the
I mean,
shadow
it
round.
seemed like there's like almost like 4+
Stuff like that,
minutes,
just
almost 5
send
minutes,
them to the shadow
for
round.
Finland to complete the
There you
map, and they hold them now. Only have 23 seconds on
Wait,
the clock.
what? Casters do not
Just say
know
nothing about it.
J3.
Obviously,
They've
House
called
set to
no
Iwata getting
naughty
good playing on that
as
corner.
no in the
Colombia
Overwatch.
understood that that's a great place to
No,
create an
I'm pretty
artificial
sure
choke
they
with
were
that
probably
mid wall,
they
really
know.
slowing Finland up and
I'm
putting
pretty sure the
pressure
casters
down.
know.
You also forced Sauna to switch off the Bastion, which I think
Oh
is
no.
really very
What happened?
significant
No,
in a
I'm
position
charging
like
my,
that.
like those headset. I was like,
What do you think about this? Taking the Bastion out and playing the Symmetra. This is very much just wanting to play like that 50-50. So let's take a look at this mixed
look at his
play
height.
here. As, Blizzard comes on through.
Look
yeah.
at him. Bang.
Sauna Vistola,
He almost got the
no
May
chance to
too.
get back.
Yeah.
Almost
Master's
got
able to
Cloud
get
too.
Look at him down there.
Here, wouldn't have been able to get back to safety.
And then he
anyway.
came
Mixed
right
V
back up and boop.
clambers back up, and then they get another
He died, but he got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is sick play.
absolute pandemonium there on that high
Oh,
ground.
they are playing
Okay, so yeah,
quite
the
close.
symmetric composition, it's interesting. They want to play close, I think.
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
create
this
some
is
sort of
huge.
spawn
I never
camp.
seen
That
this
way,
one.
well, it's so good. Sauna
I didn't think it was
absolutely
gonna
filled
work out
by the
very well.
accretion. No chance to play
Wait.
from behind the Sigma shield. That was the perfect wall for Colombia.
Like, I understand holding close and maybe winning a team fight or getting a lot of ult charge,
They
but
want to play close, right? With that sim, like you want to take these fights.
But,
right?
like,
The longer
they
the
can-
fight, the
I
bigger
mean,
the sim
I'll-
is gonna get
I
in
don't
terms
think
of,
you
like,
ever play
damage
that
ramp.
close on this map.
yeah.
Did not go
It-
fast.
there
I
are
mean, Colombia's
three
like,
doors
you guys
that
aren't
are
going to
very
spawn camp
far
us like that. I
apart.
mean, come on.
Really
now.
easy to
They
take
just-
angles, and
just
there's no
run right out
cover
of spawn.
in
They
the middle.
take out
Appreciate it,
Sauna right
Katie.
away. So the one thing with Sim is she is a bit of a glass cannon of a hero, right? Like you can take her out pretty fast, and I believe she gets Sauna gets hit with an accretion there, and then falls. So he'll go over to the Bastion straight away.
Finland have exhausted all of their no-respect strategies now. Back to the Bastion play. They're going to have to win this in the neutral, but Colombia look comfortable there as well. Mixed sees Cloud wrapping around, putting pressure on Super Gomez and tries to remediate that. It's going to be Cersei opening up the account yet again on such an important target, no less. Amay is out of the picture here, though, for Colombia. Can they scrape together a fight win here? It looks pretty darn good again. Vistola in a position where his kinetic grasp cannot save Masa. And now Drummer gets to be the sole Bastion working from
There's
the
no
side.
way
Vistola
Finland
has to
brings this
run
fight back.
full
Okay,
full.
good shit, Colombia.
Colombia making a pretty quick work here of Finland on their offensive attack. Maybe this is why they end up picking Sir Royale. Is because the Sauna doesn't come out on the Bastion straight away, right? You're going to be like not aligned in terms of ultimate charge with this combo where Colombia, they're a little bit closer here at the moment. They do have their Blizzard in their beat already, so a huge ultimate advantage. This next fight could be huge. If you can get out of this without using a ton of ultimates for Colombia, you're in a great spot.
Vistola with the flux there. Nothing doing as Super Gomez sends an accretion
That
over in his
sucks.
direction.
No one
He
got
receives
in the
one
middle.
himself, so he knows he can go for not be interrupted.
Big flux.
In the gravitic flux, and it has to be a sound barrier instantly. Drummer trying to come in over the top there with the Bastion ultimate, but Sauna is the one to find the Sigma elimination. That was a scary one for Finland. Masa,
World Cup players are
years
playing
of experience
on a
paying off with a
different
timely sound
client.
barrier.
That's on the old patch.
I mean, that was a sick gravitic flux
So
there
that-
from Super Gomez, but the
like,
beat
the faster
from
I came out
Moss
today
is
doesn't
huge,
affect,
right? The beat plus the
this
immortality
tornado.
field, even helping keep some players alive. As I talked about how big that fight was, now the worry is Colombia used absolutely everything in that one.
They still have 4 minutes to work with, but the loss of momentum there and all the ultimate spent, it can't be overstated. Sort on out. Not looking to combo this, just maybe try and find something speculative.
Oh, can you not hear
Cersei
me?
was in ice block prematurely, but it's gonna get caught
I was, like,
out.
talking
The
softly.
timing was correct for Sauna. Cersei
The World
maybe
Cup's
just
playing on a
going for that
different
ice
client,
block
not the
too
live
early.
client. So the
Sauna
patch
saw
note,
straight
like the
through
patch
it.
that came out today doesn't affect
Yeah,
this
as
tournament at
now
all.
Finland,
They'll
I
be
think
playing
they
on the
in
old
a small
patch.
blood, they
It's
want
like
to
the
push
Overwatch
up,
League,
play
chat. When there's a new
close,
patch, the
and
Overwatch
just
League is now
force
on the
these
new
fights
patch.
constantly over and over again. As,
Otherwise,
Colombia, they'll
if
come
the
out,
patch
they'll
came
spawn
out
fast.
like
I
today,
think
right, like
Colombia,
in the
you're
middle
in
of
a
this
spot where,
tournament, and they
you
were
know, obviously
scrimming
3
or
minutes, like,
practicing
not
things,
an
and then it
eternity
changes
here, but
mid-tournament, doesn't
they know
it's
they
not fair.
probably need
So.
to take a few fights fast because they are not in a great spot in terms of like their ultimates. Really odd amp matrix. You see it's
Yeah, that
actually
amp
placed on
matrix
top
kinda
of
was
that
like
main
poo-poo.
wall there that comes in from Cersei. So I don't think anyone's gonna get value of it, but it doesn't.
Man,
Was enough there. Cersei
Colombia's
caught
kind of
inside. Mabel
folding
throwing
now.
up
Finland
Sauna
kind of woke up
that
second
amp
point.
matrix. A little bit chaotic there from Finland, but they come out with the result. They take another whole minute off the clock, and also able to, you know,
They are not
maintain
affected
some
by the new
ultimate
patch.
potential coming to the next fight, especially
So May
at
is still
Gravitic Flux.
okay.
Mix is
Bastion
going to want to
still
hope
okay.
to build that
Hence
barrier
why we're seeing
real
a lot
quick.
of those too.
Man, and these fights going
Sigma.
so fast in favor of Finland that, like Colombia, even with taking these fights fast, you're not making any progress in terms of ult charges. Looks like, oh, they're gonna get mixy. Oh, yeah, that's brutal. Now you lose your speed. Like, how do you even engage here? So Cersei throws the
Oh my God, they're
blizzard
so
into it.
Pistola playing up real close and personal to Cersei, who's taking a ton of damage, and Cloud's going to be able to take them down. Drummer eventually
Wow.
punishes Pistola, but the
Dude,
space
Massa
created by
is-
Pistola playing
he's
right
just
up.
insane
And
on
Super
Lucio.
Gomez's grill is so big, Massa as well is able to do a lot of work from the periphery there. Mixby still doesn't have that sound barrier up here. Massa has his ready, though, for another Flux.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you kind of just started to throw some ultimates in there towards the end for Colombia rather than kind of like playing for like 2 really good fights, you know, stacking them up, because yeah, Matrix there doesn't really get a ton, and that Blizzard neither.
Here it is, Sauna, with the barrage. Hug gets caught out, it's tough. Baptiste only really has the vertical mobility, not the horizontal one. He
Yeah,
can't
I don't
get
know,
out
man.
of the radius of damage.
This has been like 3 or 4 team fights that Colombia's take that have just been shut down.
That's really nice though. From
Like
Finland.
all the
What
stuff
they
that they're
decided to
doing
do
is just
there
being like
instead of
denied,
obviously,
denied,
you know,
denied.
having a
Finland
huge
is
wombo, they
popping
drop a
right here.
wall
They're,
behind
they're
Colombia,
just like
and
cycling
then
wolves
drop the
really well
artillery
and going
strike
first
in
every
where
time.
They obviously
don't let
you know,
Colombia
can't
set
get
up,
over
and
it, right?
then
The
Colombia
Baptiste
can't
is
set
the
up,
only one
and
that
if-
falls,
and
but
they're trying to, like,
that's huge, right? You know, in
preserve
this
ult
type
comedy,
of
but
game, you know,
Finland
with this
just
type of
built them
meta,
right after.
you have one support who's really about like the healing of the entire team, which is the Baptiste. So
Wait,
losing
why is
that
he so far
huge.
back?
Pistola
Just happened.
not caught in
What
the
just-
Flux. Oh my goodness.
What?
No, it's interrupted.
What?
Yeah,
Interrupted.
It's interrupted, but there's still those post supports.
Yeah, I mean,
He
again,
just
they
blew up
thought
in the
they
back,
were
but why
maybe
was he
safe
so
on
far
the immortality
back
kill, but
to
they
do
shouldn't
that
have done
ult?
it now. Drummer's gonna be
I
able to
don't
find
know.
two. With the barrage.
He just needs
Now
to hit him
playing from long
once.
range, Sauna
Nice.
has to hope to find
I want to
something
see
super
replay
good.
now. I
It's
don't
not
know what just
interesting.
happened.
Flux
I just saw the
Pistola
ult
again,
almost go
another
off and then.
potential, risky ultimate to come from
I think he
here.
got rocked.
Yeah.
Super Gomez does get hit
Yep,
by the
rock.
accretion. No idea what the Flux is for. Maybe to get to the high ground? Maybe to get into a position to threaten the players up here? It's unclear. Cersei, though, on the card. Pistola going low. Massa
I don't know what this fight is. I've never seen 2 Sigmas on top of the high ground fighting on the mini.
I mean, dude, like, you would have never thought that Drummer was going to pick up both supports with that, because the Gravitic Flux doesn't actually come in from Super Gomez. It's going to be one fight here. Colombia
Nice shot.
opportunity with a Blizzard and an Amp Matrix to take the second checkpoint.
Widow here, absolutely shut down by that nice wall. Cersei threw in the back there.
I saw
Massa
them.
comes in
I
first,
saw the
but
patch
Drummer
notes,
is
fresh
caught
notes,
inside.
but the World Cup's
He's gonna
going
be
on
able to
right
stay
now.
alive
I was gonna do them
because
after.
Cersei down though. Cloud
Wait,
finds the kill
Colombia.
after the Blizzard came out from Colombia, but still, Cersei's able to pave the way for a fight and win. Pistola's not getting out of this one alive, and Colombia have themselves an extension. We're into the last phase of the match.
Yeah, but a minute and a half for the whole
Colombia
third
gets it
phase.
over the line. Son
Dude,
with that, like,
Finland
desperation of
had
Widow
what?
switches. A nice
5 and a
from
half, and they
Cersei
capped
that
with
kinda, like,
23. So
Yeah,
His
it's
entire
going to
line of
be
sight is
first. If
it's
they
gonna
lose
go right
first
back
fight,
to
I
the
don't think they
Bastion.
can.
Is looking at maybe Colombia has like what 2? They probably need to win 3 fights at this point, right? 3 fights a minute to go. They pretty much have to be. Oh,
Not good.
I was gonna say perfect. Yeah, that is not good though.
Colombia had a real
That's
crack at
quite
that.
bad.
Able to stake their claim to that high ground position and be impossible to shift, but they really only had the Gravitic Flux to work with, and they get overrun very early in that fight. You see, Super Gomez has no interest in parting with that ultimate in such a tough situation. So Finland now have a chance to slow the pace down again, and this is still a problem for Colombia. They get bled out of time so much in this second phase of the map. They have less than 40 seconds to work with here. They've got to finish the map at least.
Yeah, and Finland with a huge advantage, right? What you do here is you play close, you take early fights. constantly, cycling through, trying to take fights early on, and just force Colombia into using some of these ultimates in an unideal situation. That's a huge pick from Drummer off the rip.
Nice immortality behind the
They're
wall.
able to get the immortality build back here. Can they recover, though, from losing Master here in the fight? No, Sauna gets picked off. Oli can't keep them alive, not with all that healing. And Drummer playing front and center will be eventually be brought down by Oli with a high ground, but he can only throw himself.
Okay,
on the
they
cart
won the
and try
team
and
fight,
stall out.
chat,
Finland don't know
but
what they're doing. They want to get
it's
this
overtime.
and then end the round. They have a
Finland
big
is coming
blizzard
up with
that might
Bastion
be the
May.
answer.
Yeah,
Colombia has window Bastion. I don't know. I think the Mayo on point. GG's.
From up high and then some damage down from Sauna. Like, that could be enough to do it.
I think this is
wonder
just
if
GG's
Finland
right here.
lets them come in through this choke here, because then it becomes very difficult where Finland controls all that high ground.
Safe spot to drop down to as well. Here's
Yep.
the now being deployed. The wall was there, but Cersei's able to get
Oh
back
my
behind
God.
it.
GG's. I
Oh
told you. Yep.
my.
Mails in overtime is like one of the
Yeah.
biggest things.